Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Sunday, so I'm filming a bunch of videos today, so you're going to see the same outfit. I'm sorry if that bothers you. I don't know why it would, but I know it bothers some people. So yeah, I have like 3 reviews for you. I have a discussion, so I'm filming all my videos today, and they're going to see them periodically through like the week and like next week. So yeah, I have 3 book reviews for you today, and the first one is Winterwood by Shay Earnshaw. I'm gonna warn you now, this whole video is gonna be like spoilers because I hated this book with a burning passion, so I need to talk about it. So there's gonna be spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled, this is not the book review for you today. I know that I normally like give you a spoiler warning and I talk about it at the end, but I hated this book all throughout, so sorry if you're looking for a spoiler-free review. This is not it. Please go find somebody else. If you've read it or if you don't care, continue watching. So yeah, this book is, oh my god, I was so disappointed. I think if I did like a disappointing books of like 2019, this would definitely be on it because I read Witches and I was like, fuck yes, I love witches. Like, my favorite movie is like The Craft. I love practical magic. I grew up on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I love the movie based on Roald Dahl's book, The Witches. Witches are my thing, and like people know that witches are my thing. My house is decorated in Halloween decorations that stay up 24/7. 365 days a year. My welcome mat says the witch is in, so people know that witches are my thing. So I was like, witches, yes, I'm into it. Let's do this. I was so disappointed. Like, this girl, the main character, her name is Nora Walker, and she's descended from witches, and each of her family members has a nightshade. So like her grandmother's nightshade is being able to like enter people's dreams and like see people's dreams and be able to interpret them. Her mother can like talk to honeybees or something, and like that's how she gathers her honey because the bees don't attack her. And Nora doesn't have one, or at least she doesn't think she has one. Which, when we get into like plot and the ending of this book, we'll get there. So she meets this boy named Oliver in the woods, in the Wicker Woods, which apparently you can only enter like under a full moon, and you have to be a walker because then the trees don't attack you. I don't know, it's like a magical forest. Again, we'll get to Oliver in a minute. And so yeah, I was like, witches, I'm digging it. I thought that she was gonna be like, I thought they were gonna be like natural witches, so like modern day witches that work with like crystals and herbs and do candle magic and do like really simple things. Like, I like to call myself a witch. Like, I've done spells and things. Used to be a Wiccan, now I'm just a witch. But like, we don't shoot sparks out of our fingertips. It's not how magic works. It's like more about intention and stuff and like asking the universe for something. So I thought she was gonna be like that kind of witch. They're not. Now we're gonna get into the plot. The plot is so confusing because when it started out, like I said, I thought they were gonna be like natural witches that just like have like things that are like really weird about them. But I was confused because I was like, okay, so she's like a natural witch and there's like this murder mystery going on, and I was like, is it like a contemporary with like natural witches and there's like this murder mystery? So is it kind of like a thriller, like a contemporary thriller with like a slight magical aspect to it? But people had shelved it as fantasy, and I was like, I think 75% in, and I was like, this isn't a fantasy. Like, where's the fantasy aspect? Oh, remember how I said she didn't think she had a nightshade? She does. It's the ability to turn back time. Yep. So you go through this whole book with all this shit happening, and the Wicker Woods burns down, and like all these people die. And at the end, she just turns back time. I was like, what the fuck was the point of this book then? You could have just like, I was so, oh my God, I was so mad. And then the other plot twist, remember how I talked about Oliver in the beginning of this video? He's a ghost. He's been dead the whole damn book. So she's like kissing a ghost. And I know it's been done. I love American Horror Story. And I loved season 1 where Tate and the girl, I can't remember her name. She's played by something Farmiga. I can't remember her name for the life of me. Tate's a ghost. So the girl's character has been like making out and having sex with the ghost. So I was like, okay, it's been done. And you go through this whole thing thinking Max is the boy that was killed. No, Oliver was the boy that was killed. Max is hanging out in somebody's like summer house. And I was like, I think I was like 60% in when I was like reading, and Nora finds Max hiding out, and then Oliver shows up. And Max is like, who the fuck are you talking to? And so Nora's like, shit, Oliver's dead. He's a ghost. And Oliver's like, yeah, I kind of figured it out that I was dead the whole time. I just didn't tell you. And I was like, because I was reading it and I was like, oh, I like closed the book. And my mom was like, what? And I was like, I think I know what they're going to do. And if they do it, I'm going to be so angry. So, yeah. So remember how I said she could turn back time? She turns back time to the night that Oliver dies, convinces him not to go off with the boys and like fall through the lake and drown. And so she like saves him, changes what would have happened, and then just goes to her house and is like, I'm gonna live with you all winter and we're gonna like fall in love and it's gonna be great. Their romance and chemistry, I mean, I liked it, but it was a little bit too much insta-lovey. How she like saw him and she was like, oh, he's gorgeous and I just want to kiss him and oh my God, I love him. And I was like, bitch, you just met him. Like, fucking chill. And like, it's been about like 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half since I finished this book. And I was thinking to myself, if this had been in movie form, would I have hated it as much? Because usually I like whole, like, going back and changing history. Like, I love that. I love Doctor Who. I love time travel movies. I love Back to the Future. The whole "it was all a dream" thing, like, it kind of pisses me off. Because, like, when, I think it was in Breaking Dawn Part 2, where you think the Volturi and the Cullens and the other vampires are gonna, like, duke it out, and you have that whole, like, sequence, and then it was like, oh no, it was all in Alice's head, and I was like, fuck off. But I guess I like the whole "it was all a dream" to be, like, a theory. So, like, American Psycho, like, did he just imagine killing all those people? Who knows? Inception, is he dreaming or is he awake? Who knows? I like open-ended endings. But when you do, and like I said, I liked it in American Horror Story where you find out that Tate was a ghost the whole damn time. And you were like, what? Oh my God, mind blown. But in a book, I was like, I don't like it in my books. So, yeah, I gave this a 2-star, and it's probably the most disappointing book of my 2019 reading. So, yep, that was my extremely long, drawn-out, ranty review about this book. Now I'm going to talk about some books that I like.